Good evening and welcome to News 9. I'm Nolan Pinto. Now, the Congress party seems to have come out of its confusion of whether or not to field a joint consensus candidate against BJP's Prime Ministerial candidate Narendra Modi from Banaras Lok Sabha seat or Varanasi Lok Sabha seat. Now, they have decided in favour of fielding Ajay Rai as its nominee from the constituency.
Indian National Congress has decided, with the approval of Honorable Congress President, to field Shri Ajay Rai as the Congress candidate from Banaras, Varanasi. भारतीय राष्ट्रीय कांग्रेस ने आदरणीय कांग्रेस अध्यक्षा जी की अनुमति से ये निर्णय किया है कि कांग्रेस विधायक श्री अजय राय बनारस में कांग्रेस के प्रत्याशी होंगे. Any questions you want to ask? No questions?
In fact, the Congress will field local man Ajay Rai against BJP's Prime Ministerial candidate Narendra Modi in Banaras in what is already the most watched contest in these general elections. Now, Rai, a legislator in the Uttar Pradesh Assembly, will not only take on Narendra Modi but will also take on Aam Aadmi Party chief Arvind Kejriwal. Now, announcing Rai's candidacy this evening, Congress spokesperson Randeep Singh Surjewala had stated, Ajay Rai is connected with grassroots, has fought a number of elections successfully, is currently a sitting Congress MLA and is, in the party's opinion, the best candidate in Varanasi. Well, for more on this, I'm joined by my colleague Arun. Arun, finally, we have a competition going on. It's not that we did not have earlier, but now the Congress, the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party.
Nolan, it would not be an exaggeration to say that an Amma wave has hit Banaras or Varanasi. What does Amma wave stand for? Amma stands for Ajay Rai from the Congress, Narendra Modi or M from BJP, Mukhtar Ansari, beg your pardon, from the Qawmi Ekta Party and Arvind Kejriwal. So that completes the Amma quartet. But clearly all eyes on Ajay Rai. Remember, Ajay Rai for himself, he is a turncoat. He is a Bhumihar Brahmin. So that segment of the vote would accrue to the Congress, and that will be crucial vote because that vote is what Narendra Modi will have to lay his hands on to claim victory. So Ajay Rai is a Bhumihar Brahmin. He's been a 5-time MLA, as you rightly pointed out, but being a turncoat, he was a former BJP man himself and quit the party in 2009 after he was denied a ticket. Subsequently, he contested the election, 2009 Lok Sabha elections on an SP ticket, and ironically enough finished third behind BJP's Murli Manohar Joshi, who actually vacated the seat in favor of Narendra Modi this time around, and behind BSP's Mukhtar Ansari. Remember, Mukhtar Ansari, the dawn-turned politician, is now contesting on the Qawmi Ekta ticket. So clearly, you have a turncoat, you have a dawn-turned politician, you have a former bureaucrat, and a politician, Narendra Modi. All the four of them locked in a multi-cornered contest as far as Banaras or Varanasi is concerned, Nolan.
Right, Arun, I'm going to place you on hold there for a moment. Now, according to certain information we have, the party was assessing all along whether to field a strong local candidate who can actually garner support and make it a tough fight. And finally, Rai was seen as the forerunner. Now, in fact, Surjewala stated that the party has taken a comprehensive view and chosen a grassroots leader. Now, Arun, coming back to you. Now, on this particular statement that Surjewala, the Congress spokesperson, stated, they have chosen a grassroots leader, but can he give any sort of competition to Narendra Modi over there?
Nolan, obviously the Congress is relying on the fact that he's a 5-time MLA, and as I told you a little bit earlier, he belongs to the Bhumihar Brahmin community, and that's a crucial vote bank for the Congress. Now, this particular vote bank, the Bhumihar Brahmin vote bank, is what Modi will have to break through to claim victory. So it remains to be seen what will happen, but clearly at this point of time, the Congress picking its stance along with Ajay Rai, allowing him to go ahead and contest against Narendra Modi, where he is pitted also against the former bureaucrat turned AAP founder Arvind Kejriwal, Nolan.
Right, Arun, thank you very much for all that information. Well, a day after Mamata Banerjee dared the Election Commission, her West Bengal government has reportedly agreed to transfer 8 officials in the state. The state government has, however, reportedly requested that the commission choose the officials who will replace the 5 superintendents of police, 1 district magistrate and 2 additional district magistrates from a list of names it has forwarded. Now, this list, which reportedly does not include officials that the Election Commission had picked as replacements, was forwarded to the panel in a letter written by West Bengal's Chief Secretary this morning. Now, a furious Ms. Banerjee had dug in her heels yesterday, saying, and to quote her, "I challenge the Election Commission to remove anybody while I am in charge," unquote. She accused the poll panel of attempting to transfer officers and name new ones without consulting her government, and said, again to quote her, "You will only listen to the Congress to make the Congress win, BJP win. You will have to take my resignation. I will not remove a single officer, not while I am Chief Minister. Do what you like," unquote. Now, after the commission set a deadline of 2:30 this afternoon for the transfer, the state's Chief Secretary wrote to it this morning saying that the Bengal government was unable to effect the transfers. Now, Election Commission sources had pointed out that the panel has the option of cancelling or postponing polls in certain West Bengal constituencies if the officers were not transferred. A senior official in the Election Commission stated, to quote them, "The EC's mandate is to conduct free and fair elections. If the officials are not transferred, then polls can be cancelled or postponed in those constituencies," unquote. Now, the Commission had ordered the transfer of these officials to ensure free and fair elections in West Bengal. It said after receiving complaints against them. West Bengal begins polling from April 17 in 5 phases. Now, Arvind Kejriwal has been slapped again while campaigning in Delhi. Now, Kejriwal was reportedly slapped by a rickshaw puller in Sultanpuri in northwest Delhi. Now, this is the second time he has been slapped in 4 days. Kejriwal was in an open jeep when a man in a blue shirt reached up and first garlanded the Aam Aadmi Party chief and then struck him hard on his left cheek. Now, the attacker, well, just take a look at what happened there. Later after that, the attacker was immediately tackled to the ground by Aam Aadmi Party supporters. He is now in the hospital after being beaten up by them. Now, on Friday, Arvind Kejriwal had been punched by a man while campaigning at Dakshinpuri. The attacker was beaten by Aam Aadmi Party workers before being turned in. Now, Kejriwal tweeted about the whole incident, and this is what he had to say. "I'm just thinking," he says, "why am I being repeatedly attacked? Who are the masterminds? What do they want? What do they achieve?" He did not stop there. He asked, if violence an answer to the country's problems, let them tell me place and time. Well, he's challenging them. He says that I will come there, let them beat me as much as they want, but will that solve the problems? In fact, you can clearly see over there, Chief of the Aam Aadmi Party being slapped today by an auto rickshaw driver while campaigning in Sultanpuri, northwest Delhi. He was in an open jeep with a man in a blue shirt reached up and first garlanded the Aam Aadmi Party chief and then struck him hard on his left cheek. The attacker was immediately tackled to the ground by Aam Aadmi Party supporters. He is in hospital after being beaten up by them. Later on, Arvind Kejriwal, along with Team Aam Aadmi Party, were seen praying at Mahatma Gandhi's memorial with a swollen left eye and a swollen left cheek. In fact, let's now listen into what Manish Sisodia had to say.
मुझे लग रहा है जो भ्रष्टाचारी है, बेईमानी की राजनीति की दुकान जिन लोगों ने खोल ली है, वो अब इतनी बुरी तरह से बौखला गए हैं कि उनसे कंट्रोल नहीं हो रहा, उनसे संभल नहीं पा रहा है, और वो इस तरह की हरकत करके कहीं ना कहीं इस पूरे मूवमेंट को, जो ईमानदारी की राजनीति का मूवमेंट चल रहा है, इसको डिरेल करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, लेकिन इससे डिरेल होने वाला नहीं है।
बार बार इस तरीके के हादसे सामने आ रहे हैं, कभी इंक फेंकी जा रही है, कभी थप्पड़ मारा जा रहा है, कभी गुस्सा मारा जा रहा है, मतलब हर एक रैली के अंदर इस तरीके का एक काम देखने को मिल रहा है। इसके ऊपर आपका क्या कहना है, ये किस वजह से हो रहा है?
इसका हमें तो एक ही कारण दिखता है कि जो जिनकी दुकानें बंद होने वाली हैं, जो सदम पे, जात पात की राजनीति पे, भ्रष्टाचार की राजनीति पे अब तक दुकान चलाते रहे हैं, दुकानें बंद होने वाली हैं, वो छटपटाएंगे, कुछ ना कुछ तो करेंगे।
क्या इशारा है इस तरीके से, कौन इसके पीछे है?
जो लोग बेईमानी की राजनीति करते हैं, जो लोग भ्रष्टाचार की राजनीति करते हैं, जो लोग अपराध की राजनीति करते हैं, सारे लोग हैं। तो सबको लग रहा है कि इस बार ये अचानक क्या हो गया, पूरे देश में खलबली है कि भाई अच्छे को चुनना, ईमानदार को, राजनीति बदल रही है, और जो पुरानी राजनीति बड़ी मुश्किल से जिन लोगों ने स्थापित की थी, उन लोगों के अंदर छटपटाहट है।
तो आपको क्या लगता है, डर है लोगों के मन में? उन लोगों के मन में डर है?
ऑफ कोर्स डर है।
पर कुछ लोग ये भी कह रहे हैं कि अरविंद केजरीवाल से हमें डर नहीं, क्योंकि जिस तरीके से वो सीएम का पद छोड़े थे, हो सकता है वो पीएम का पद भी छोड़े। इस तरीके से लोग बात कर रहे हैं, इसके ऊपर हमें क्या कहना है?
अब इनके ऊपर क्या कहना है, फिर ये अटैक क्यों करवा रहे हैं? अगर डरते नहीं है तो ये अटैक क्यों करवा रहे हैं?
So I think it's shameful. It really is shameful that on the one hand, Kejriwal went in Haryana, made a public statement that the #1 enemy in this country is the BJP, and on the other hand, Kumar Vishwas and he himself have made statements to the effect that between the Congress and the BJP, we will support the BJP in the event gas prices are brought down. And Kumar Vishwas says that he has great admiration for the discipline of the RSS and he voted for the BJP. Now, obviously, there is a conspiracy out there. They have tied up with each other. The idea is to split the secular vote so that the BJP comes into power, and that's really the focus of Kejriwal today. And I think the people of Chandni Chowk and of India have realized that Kejriwal is really playing the BJP and the RSS game to help them win the election and to ensconce Modi. But I think the people have seen through it, and when on the 16th of May, when the results come out, I think whatever the media says will not be seen on the ground.